Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. This is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. My number is 703-539-2053. That's 703-539-2053. This is the evening show. So today is the 32nd? No, it's the 36th day. What is it? Yeah, 36th day, and this is the 72nd video in this series, right? So let's go into our results for today. So today we had 3 hours and 3 minutes of lead generation, which led to one lead, one/nurture person found on today's phone call. So today we're still calling expireds, withdrawns from previous years. So these are older leads, and yeah, so we're gonna nurture one individual until they either die, tell us to stop nurturing them, or they don't have two options. So either you die or tell us to stop. That's it. Or the third option is that you actually use our services. So it's 3 options, right? So you either die, right? You tell us you stop using, tell us to stop calling, or you use our services. So fair enough, right? So that's today's goal. So tomorrow we'll I think because we only have 2 hours of a lead generation scheduled for Friday mornings, that means that tomorrow we'll have to do around 3 hours and 45 minutes of prospecting. So tomorrow will be a focused day, and I'm sure that we'll hit it with great ease, right? So let's get into today's topic, right? So what's the thought of today? So I'm going to post a picture right here. I think there's enough space for you to see it right there. Also, I'll post this picture. This is the picture. I'll post it right here now and just let you look at that. And it'll just cover the entire screen for a second, right? So let's talk about this. So today's thought is that most likely you're average, right? Most likely you're average, right? The odds of you being above average, right? Only 16% of the population is above average based upon a standard bell curve, right? So this picture that you're looking at right now is a standard bell curve, right? And so what that means that when you put a bunch of numbers together, right? You put a bunch of people, you put a bunch of anything together, it's going to make this curve on a regular statistical basis, right? So this is just like it's like air, right? Like you need it. This is another truth, right? That if you jump out of a window, right, you're going to go down. It's like gravity. It's a law, right? So this is just a standard deviation, right? It's called a bell curve, right? You most likely you probably forgot about this bell curve if you haven't been in school for a while. So I want to bring this back up because this came up in a conversation that I was having with my son, right? And the conversation kind of went like this, like Abraham, this is Abraham II, right? Abraham, most likely you're average, right? And most likely the people that you hang with are average. Most likely the conversations that you're having are average. Most likely the thoughts that you're having are average, right? Just statistically speaking, right? This isn't being bad or mean. It's just the statistic, the numbers just say that most likely you're average, right? Now, every day you have to, if you can wake up and know that you're most likely average, right? If you have that awareness about yourself that you're most likely average, then you can do something about moving that needle just slightly over, right? And that's the secret. That's the secret. That's the secret. See, most of us and most people, but they live, right, like they're not average, right? They believe that they're superhuman, and they have to wait until they almost die to have this realization that they were always average, right? And once you have that awareness, right, it's about this video is and most advice is autobiographical. So whenever you hear somebody giving you advice, they're really talking to themselves. They're just using you as a mirror, right? So this is a video for me to remind myself that most likely, Abraham, right, you're average. And as long as you're aware that you're most likely average, you're most likely have an average thought, you're most likely going to have an average day, then that's when you could put a plan together to have an above average day, right? That's where you could put a plan together to become above average, right? This is about maximizing your true potential, right? This entire series, right? These 2,000 videos, this is about becoming the best version of Abraham, right? That an Abraham could be, right? So this is about maximizing Abraham's true potential. Because Abraham's average, right? It's just that every day he wakes up, he knows he's average, and every day he wakes up, he doesn't want to be average. So then we put the work in, right, to not be average. So if you're watching this, right, know this, that you're most likely average, right? And you'll most likely stay average, right? If you do not do something about it. So this is like a get out there and do something, right? Put a plan together so you don't have an average life, right? Because I don't want you to be average, and I don't want to be average, right? I don't want my kids to be average. And how do you not be average, right? How do you put a plan together to not be average until you recognize that at one time you were or you are average? Yeah. I'm gonna watch this video a while. I'm gonna watch this. This has been going on for a while, in my mind about this whole average idea, right? Because I think some of us are fooling ourselves, right? Based upon the way we live our lives, thinking that we're going to have these above average results when we continue to do average things, right? We continue to have average activities. We continue to think average thoughts, read average books, right? Have average relationships, right? And then we believe that we're going to have above average things. So, above average lives. So, I think that's it. So, tell me what your thoughts are about that, right? When did you realize you were average, right? Or do you feel like you've always been above average, right? What are you going to do about being average? Like, how are you going to correct or not correct or perform or enhance your averageness? You heard it here first, averageness, right? So, my name is Abraham Walker. I'm your Northern Virginia real estate agent. And I do appreciate your future referrals. So you can email me those referrals. You can Facebook message me. You can text me. You can also send me a phone call. My cell phone number is 703-539-2053. It's 703-539-2053. My email address is abraham@askawalker.com. That's abraham@askawalker.com. As always, I'm never too busy for your referrals. And please put a plan together and stop being average. Peace.
Hey, what?